Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nur Atika Husna binti Hasli. I'm from Malacca. I stay at K5 College and now currently studying Human Development and Management. So this is my individual project too for my cell class, and my instructor is Ranjit Singh. So this is my response toward the video, and the title given is about street art, urban street art. So I have seen this video. So firstly, I want to talk about some info about the street art that I found in the media social. So what is street art? Street art is a visual art that create in public locations, for example at the wall of the street, or at the store, and currently along the pedestrian walk. And this is usually unconsidered artwork that execute outside of the content of traditional and cultural, and the term gained popularity during graffiti art boom at early 19th century, and this continued to be applied to subsequent incarnation. So center graffiti with poster art and street installation or sculpture are just common form of modern street art, and the video projection Yan Bambling and Locon become popularized and turn of the 21st century. So there are some terms about this street art, for example urban art, guerrilla art, post graffiti, and neo graffiti. There are sometimes used when referring to artwork created in this text. For example, traditional spray painted graffiti artwork itself often included in this category, excluding traditional graffiti of pure vandalism. Art who choose the street as their gallery are doing often this as appearance to communicate directly with the public in rush content. It free from preserved confine of the former art. This street art are sometimes present socially relevant contents infused with excited value to attract attention to cause a form of provocation. For example, the street art are often travel to spread their designs and their talent. Maybe some artists have gained culture following media of artwork attention and have gone to the work in their style, which made their work known on the street. So I'm gonna answer the first question, which is what are some of view expressed in the by the people of the video about the street art and how they feel. So I have didn't seen this word, so mostly the respondents satisfied with the design. They not thought this street art as a vandalism, but this is a good point of showing someone talents, and besides making the street and the country more beautiful. And I think it's quite interesting because they are difficult, this is too difficult to making this art, and it is so artistic. And yeah, I just love this art. So second the question, I'm gonna summarize about this video. And this video currently filmed at Melbourne, if I don't mistake. So it's actually the project of a girl from Side Country School. So but too many people amazed about this video, and and this street art firstly created at 1918 at New York City. We put some program and artistic design, and it represents some culture about Melbourne, and it's going to change at 21st century. And nowadays the arts have changed from internet and slogan, and all the people can demonstrate their street art, so everybody accept this art and not as a vandalism things. So art, so this is being accepted, and the young generation will continue the legacy about the street art. So as I know, this video film at Uniland, Artistic Land, Johnston Street, Yarra Place, Digrises Street. So now I'm gonna answer the next question, which is what do I think in this type of art and a message or memory of an art, and I'm gonna explain it. So for me, it's definitely I love this art because it is a no universal acceptance of the definition of art, although it is commonly to use the something beauty or skill which produce a artistic result. There is no clear line in principle between, say, a unit price handmade sculpture and a mass-produced kind. So some kind of critics in impulse, but the rest of it more, even the notation of beauty rest obvious question. So before trying to define the art, the first thing to be aware of is its huge scope. As we know, art is a global activity when encompasses a host discipline, as evident by the range word, phrase, and have embedded to describe the value. Examples of variety include fine art, liberal art, visual art, decorative art, and performing arts. So I'm gonna answer the next question. It's about my opinion. Who has who gave inspired to the artist? So maybe the artists are inspired, of course, by many things. Inspired by nature, their surrounding, book that have them read, their emotions, their memory of about some things, and their sketchbook or other artists and their artwork, and the list of things which many inspired goes on, and the idea of a word sometimes come out of the blues when the artist lead expert on it, and many artists have looked handily so the idea can be jointed down and referred to later. So I think that's how they got the inspired. So what I about think about the street art, and I'm gonna say this is even they have positive and negative, so I say will more lead to the positive, because this is a legal distraction between permanent, and it has everyone permission, so it become even more complex regarding impairment. With permission, traditional painted about the street art is technically considered by public art. So although this is extremely difficult, it's not impossible to clearly define one unsecondary images. So this, I think, this is a possible thought, because it gives someone to show their talents, and besides decorating the country become more interesting, and it will lead to tourists to come and look about the culture at the country. So this is my response about the street art. Thank you.